Welcome back. Welcome home.
Welcome back.
It's a jolly old time, a jolly old time.
Merry
We're
Christmas.
Back to the podcast.
Merry Christmas.
Gonna go on break. Gonna have a good time. Gonna do nothing. Gonna enjoy.
First time
What's
in
up,
Texas,
dude?
right?
Yeah,
We're going to Texas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
one and all.
Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everyone.
I'm excited, dude.
Oh my gosh.
What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of the holidays? Christmas.
Ooh, Christmas tree, ornaments.
What do you look forward to? What's the thing you look forward to most?
Giving gifts, receiving gifts,
Okay.
family time, the music, fireplaces, warm fires.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love those like old scratchy vinyls of like Bing Crosby and like Frank Sinatra and stuff. When they play like Christmas music, love that. Only for a few days. I used to do it I used to love it from like December 1st. Now I don't start it until like 23rd, 24th. Then I start getting it going. How about you? What are you looking forward to Christmas? What do you look forward to this season, dude?
There's something about just not knowing you don't have to do anything for the day, and just being like, oh, we're gonna just hang out,
Yeah. Yeah.
and enjoy. I think I'm just looking forward to the traditions,
Yeah.
there's not that much anymore, it's kind of downsized, but something about like getting together for dinner, you know what I mean? Every year, talking about the Christmas stuff, how the year went, things like that. Things are wrapping up. It's so crazy right now. I'm like going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice to just unwind and just really take it. And I love also my new thing. I love just watching my nephews just go crazy. And they're so bad at it. I remember when I was a kid. I don't know what it was when I was. I don't know. Maybe I'm too harsh on them.
What do you mean they're bad at it?
It's just, or maybe it's just kids in general now. They
Bad
just,
at Christmas?
like,
Are you saying your nephews are bad at Christmas?
yes, opening gifts, dude. Remember that shit,
Yeah, is the best.
bro? But dude, my nephews, they open up they unwrap, go
Oh, I
for
see.
like 0.1 seconds,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
not even look at what anything is,
Yeah, we used
You
to
know?
we used to take turns
dude.
in our house.
Me too.
It'd be like youngest to oldest
And
turns.
we'd be the elves. We'd pick out each one, the kids.
Oh, you'd pick out what to
Yeah.
open?
Yeah,
That's cool,
we'd
man.
be the little Christmas elves,
I like that.
and we always recorded them.
You recorded all of them?
I found one.
My grandfather recorded
I
them.
found one of the recorded ones, and
Dude.
I looked at it. I'm like, this is crazy.
Why? Why?
Because it's just weird because it's just the camera in the corner, just
Yeah.
like pointing at everyone.
Oh, on like a
And
tripod
I'm
or something?
like, whoa.
It's weird to look back at those
Yeah.
videos, right?
Yeah.
You're
it
just
is.
a kid and your parents are young and it's like
Yeah. It's very
Christmas
strange.
morning, dude.
This is one reason why, I don't know if Apple does this too, but Google Photos, for some reason, I go all the way back. It's like 10 years of just photos,
man.
like archived.
Yeah.
I don't know who's paying for that, but
Apple sometimes they'll do on your phone. You see the feature.
yeah, maybe I haven't had it that long, so maybe that's why I don't see it.
Yeah, they'll hit
But
me
on
with
Google, I'm like, dude,
that. That's
I
crazy.
see that video, I'm like, uh-oh.
I know there's something about that. You look at old photos and videos, you're like, dude,
Yeah.
time is flying. But I remember the magic of Christmas morning, bro. Waking up.
It was the night for me.
So it was night for
Yeah,
you.
we celebrate on the eve.
Wow. Dude, it sucked going to bed being like, go to sleep, go to sleep.
I wouldn't sleep.
Santa won't come, Santa
I
won't come.
wouldn't sleep. That's
Dude,
why I always made fun of my friends. I was like, yeah, I'm going to open first.
You rub it in their faces.
Yeah.
Christmas, I was a Christmas Day kid. You were a Christmas Eve kid.
Yeah.
You could tell the difference.
You know what my parents make us do?
What?
We basically, I feel like my dad just made everything up. He basically,
Tradition?
yeah.
That's
the
how it
tradition.
starts, I
I
guess.
love it. It's
Yeah.
so good. He's like, first it's like, you have to find the first star in the sky,
I love this already.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
But like, if it's a cloudy day or it's like snowing, you're screwed. We're like, there it is. There's something. And there's like a plane going by.
It's
We're
like it's a plane.
It's there. It's there. And he's like, that's a plane, guys. You gotta try a little harder, or you gotta wait longer. It's like, no,
Dude, the thing about like when you're a kid, it's the opening the gifts that is like, it's the electrifying.
Yeah.
That's like the most exciting stuff ever when you're a kid.
Yeah.
And then now that you're an adult, it's like, for me, I see someone open a gift I'm giving them and I'm like, oh man, this is way better than like opening what sometimes, it's going to probably sound shitty, but it's like, I open a gift and I'm like, Like the feeling ain't the same.
Yeah.
I'm grateful, and I
Yeah.
feel the gratitude of the gift being given, and that someone thought of me.
Yeah.
But when I see someone open a gift I've given them, it's like, oh, I felt like I did something there.
Yeah.
It feels better.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely. I feel like it's also like if you get a really good gift.
Yeah.
I don't want to gift hierarchy things, but if you like a gift that's like very like someone listen. Like, these are my favorite gifts to give.
Yeah.
It's like if you listen to someone throughout the year.
I'm so bad at this.
Yeah.
You're
I
great
feel
at
like
this,
you
I'm
would
sure.
be.
I'm bad at this,
You
dude.
could be bad at this. But
you're
like you
great at
listen to
this.
it and you like mark that down.
You're like, boom, make a list.
Yeah.
He liked that, and he said that about this thing.
Yep.
That's a
They
perfect
want
gift
this.
idea. Yeah. And I'll wait till December to give
Yeah.
it. My shit is I'll give it to you now. I can't wait till December
Yeah.
if I even think to get it for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's hard. It's hard to keep it.
I'm a bad gift giver, dude.
You're good.
I'm a 4 out of 10,
great.
5 out of 10. I'm average.
You gave me some great shit.
Thanks, dude.
Honestly. Very thoughtful.
I think you're probably flirting in the 8s. 8 out of 10s. 8 to 9. You can hit a 9.
Yeah.
I could get to like a 7.
Yeah.
And then that's
Depends if I'm like how much I love you.
Yeah. That's
I'm kidding.
How important are you to me?
I'm kidding. What's the best gift you've ever gotten?
Oh, fudge. See, I suck
Or
at
just the
this,
memorable one, you know?
dude. Yeah, memorable gift. Oh man.
O'Hagan career coaching. Guys, if you're trying to get a job, if you're trying to get just money, bags in general, dude, acing an interview is harder than it seems.
So
I was so bad at it growing up. Insane. I didn't get one job, honestly. But I was lucky. I had a friend, got me a job. Pretty good. Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, friend.
Thanks,
Dad.
friend. I mean, Dad. But we're going to send you to Coach O at O'Hagan Career Coaching. He's going to get you brushed up on those interview questions, answering them correctly, being confident, getting personal with the interviewee, you know, or the interviewer.
That's right.
It's a two-way street. You know what I mean? You got to be on your game. It's a big opportunity. It's your life. It's your career, you know? So if you're kind of struggling, we're going to recommend you to go to Coach O at O'HaganCareerCoaching.com. Thank you. Anytime Actors Lab. Dude, acting is a dying art form. It really is. And we're going to send you to Adam Louder in the Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas area. Anytime Actors Lab. Dude, it's any town. If you're living in Michigan, in a small, quaint town, I believe in you. I believe you can make it happen. You can, if you're trying to make stuff, you can do it. But you got to get your tools. You got to have your tool belt. What are we going to do? If someone tells you, go act, you know, so that's, how do you do that? You know, Adam's going to tell you how to do it. He's been doing it forever. He's a great guy. He's a great friend, and he loves the craft. And you got to learn from people like that. So go to any10actorslab.com, patreon.com/youareherepod. Because we've been messing that up for over a year. So that's good. All the money's going somewhere else.
To a sci-fi.
So guys, you gotta help
podcast.
us. You gotta help back us up, man. Because all that money's been going somewhere else and not to us.
How stupid.
And that's our bad, man. That's our bad. But you know what? That's in our. That's in fashion for us.
That is us. That is us.
So You Are Here podcast.
No.
You patreon.com/You Are Here pod. It's the best way to support us. Thank you.
Thank you. One time my stepmother gave me a tickets to a play. Kind of changed my life.
That's awesome.
Super member. That's where I met Jim. I didn't meet him, but he was on stage.
Wow, that was that?
Yeah, dude.
Yo.
Those tickets.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Of Mice and Men.
That's beautiful.
That kind of changed everything.
That's very
It literally changed where I went. For
That's
the next
awesome.
10 years. Yeah. So that was pretty
I didn't know
specific
that.
and memorable.
I never remember. That's a very important time.
Yeah, dude. How about you? Greatest gift you ever been, or most memorable, or one of the most memorable gifts? It's hard to remember all the gifts I've been given. Wow.
Christmas.
I sound like such a brat.
No.
Giving all these gifts.
No. You're not. No one remembers.
Crazy Taxi when I was a kid on PlayStation.
Dude. I remember when we got a PlayStation 2.
Ooh.
I remember it was so good. Because I think it wasn't on Christmas Day. My brother will correct me, but I think it was like that. It came the next day, and I remember my dad had it in his drawer, and he's like, I got you guys.
Oh,
like freaked out, man. It was awesome.
You probably gamed all day.
Oh man, how many hours we put on that thing?
Oh, dude.
Crazy. I still have the same PlayStation.
You have it?
Yeah. Wow. Same one. It's the fat one.
Yeah.
Big one.
Yes.
But I have like a lot of the same games, and like I remember I went on one of the old games. It was Final Fantasy 12. And I remember I used to watch my brother play like all day, days. When I say days, days.
You'd watch him.
I'd watch him, just watch him play because it was awesome.
Yeah.
And you can only have one person playing because it's one person play your game. And I remember recently I had the same copy of the game, and I was like, maybe the save file's still here. I looked on it. There was like 300 hours playing that game.
Really, 300? Wow.
I'm sure maybe we left it on every once in a while, but like, dude, that's crazy. And you still have that data.
It's
like,
insane.
Kind of weird to think about.
Oh my gosh, bro. That kind of scares me when I think back on all the hours of video games I've played in my life.
I
like growing up.
I count games though as like you're enjoying.
You're having fun.
If you're enjoying something, and it's not hurting you,
you can't count
anyone.
Yeah, that's a bad thing.
It's a good thing.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a bad thing. It's not a waste of time.
I hear you.
Because everyone's gonna tell you, "Oh, acting's a waste of time."
Yeah,
all this shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Can't judge.
Yeah, dude. No, I hear you. I do hear you.
People will say that and then watch 90 Day Fiance.
Right.
Like 10 seasons.
Yeah, and that's brain rot.
Yeah. But like, I'm not going to judge anyone.
Yeah, if you're enjoying it. Yeah, dude.
I've never wanted to judge.
That's fair. What's like one of the... Well, wait.
A recent good gift.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I want to shout out my cousin.
Recent.
He hit, like, it was the first time I got hit with like oh man, you listen. Like, I was like, whoa. He always gives good gifts. But like everyone always gives good gifts. I want to discount anything. But like this one, I was like, holy shit, like that's a good one.
Yeah.
It was just like a hex-clad pan.
A hex? What is that?
It's like the frying pans, with like the Gordon Ramsay's like company thing.
Oh wow. Them. Okay. Yes.
It's just like a good pan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For cooking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's great.
Yeah.
It's like a lifetime pan. You know what I mean?
Oh, right on.
It's like one you're gonna have forever.
Yes.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's perfect for me.
That's perfect.
That's perfection for
me.
I use it every day. It's the best pan I ever had in my life.
Wow.
It's great.
Is it like non-stick?
It's stainless with a cast iron thing on it.
Wow.
Like a hex pattern.
Okay.
It looks sick.
I love it.
It's great. Great gift for everyone. Everyone wants.
Shout out Fabricio. All right, he's a good gift giver, man.
Yeah. I could say it because this episode's going to come out Christmas. So we'll already open gifts.
Wow, it will
I got him one too. Because he's always said, he's like, I always want this. I wanted this pan for myself.
You got him the same thing?
Yeah. But he got me that like 2 years ago.
Wow.
But like he always would say, he's like, oh man, I want this pan. I want this pan.
You got it.
Because then he got it for me. And I was like, dude, what? And he wants it. I'm like, oh, I've got to get him.
Yeah. Now you have to.
So now I got him.
Right on, dude.
Yeah.
What's like are you doing exchange with your parents? Like, because you're so far away?
No.
Not
kind of agreed on, kind of.
I got you.
Nothing. We used to kind of do this, but it's like, dude, send a package to Poland is like
that's
too
a lot.
Much.
Yeah.
So when we're together, we enjoy or do something.
Yeah, for sure. Well, what we're doing, we agreed we're not going to get each other gifts, but we're going to ball out in Texas.
We're going to ball in
for
Texas.
each other.
Yeah.
We're going to get brisket for each other and then a Buc-ee's hoodie or something.
Yeah. We get something out there.
Yeah.
I like that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm looking forward to that trip a lot. I just need to get out of here. It's 10 degrees outside right now. If you live in New Jersey, you know. If not, it's brutal. It happened like overnight.
Yeah.
Brutal. The drone. Have you been seeing any drones? Are we clear?
The drones are gone.
Yeah, I think they're gone.
The drones froze up and died.
I think that we got out.
Yeah.
Do you ever hear War of the Worlds? Do you ever watch that or hear about that? War of the Worlds was like what's his name? Orson Welles.
Yeah.
He was like an actor, young actor, had a little radio show.
Yeah.
Like threw on air back in like the 40s, I want to say, or 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Called the War of the Worlds. When people were listening back in that time, they had never heard like a radio drama like that about like aliens. So they took it as like news. So there was so much hysteria while this show of like aliens invading, and Orson Welles is like,
Really?
he's making the noises behind the scenes, like, woo, 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 of like the, he's like doing all that with the Foley and stuff in studio. There was so much hysteria.
People thought it was real.
And people like killed themselves and stuff. They thought the world was going to end, that like the aliens were invading. It made me think of the drone sightings and stuff. Like, imagine like people start seeing drones in the 40s. Like, what would have happened?
It's over.
It would have been like war.
Yeah. Insane.
But we still don't know anything.
The weird thing too is like, that's actually really interesting. It's like you talk about back in the day, like no one had like the information, right?
Yeah.
But like now we have all the information ever.
Yeah.
But when we find something that we can't understand, it's like, I feel like people just revert into like, I don't know, like cavemen. Like,
Yeah,
what
dude,
is it?
for sure.
What could it be? It could be the angels coming down. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They're making up these conspiracies. And everything. It's like,
yeah.
geez, man. It's like, if we don't know like what something is, it's like, it's over.
It's a problem.
Like if another element like was like appeared out of nowhere, we'd just be like, oh no, it's, like, we'd be freaking out.
We'd lose it. Yeah.
Like there was just like floating, I don't know, rocks or something.
Goop.
Like, yeah, goop. There's floating goop. We'd be like, oh my God, the second coming. It's God.
Everyone get inside.
God's
Get
back.
in the cellar, honey.
God came back as goop.
Dude.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
Take it back.
I'll take it back.
Okay, thanks.
I'm
Thanks.
gonna change the man.
Thanks, dude.
I'm hopeful, Mike.
I almost walked off. Dude, we went to an awesome screening.
Yeah.
IFC. We went to see It's a Wonderful Life. Donna Reed's daughter was there.
Yeah.
How cool was that, dude? We got to
really
like
cool.
hear her talk about her mother, and we saw the letters that her mother would get during World War II. And like, I just didn't realize that. I guess it makes sense if you're Donna, the lead actress from It's a Wonderful Life, turned into like one of the biggest superstars on the planet, and like a starlet. Yeah. And for the war effort,
that's crazy.
These actresses would like the whole pinup thing. They'd send photos of themselves, and like people in the army, the military would like, they would write to these actresses. They'd write to the studios and be like, "Hey, Donna,
I hope this message finds you well."
Like two cartoonists are like drawing like bubbly letters and like characters, and they're like, "We'd really appreciate it if you sent us a pinup, and it would certainly raise morale with the troops here." And like, it's amazing how like the thing that didn't change is we're men, and like you're still attracted to women, even in the worst of situations.
And like sometimes in the worst situations, that'll get you like be like, all right, let's go.
Let's
Why
rally
not?
the troops.
Whatever,
Yeah, man. But what did change was how they spoke to these actresses.
Yeah.
Through these letters.
Yeah.
They were so respectful.
Dude.
Throwing a little joke here and there.
Dude, the one letter was like so eloquent.
So eloquent.
And like, I was like, what is it?
Dude, it's amazing.
That dude would be a simp right now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Now it would be like, I didn't want to say what it would be.
Just Donna, show you. Yeah. It's like, geez, man.
Yeah, bro.
Or they'd just be like, oh. Yeah, it's just,
there was like,
it is like, it made me feel really kind of depressed.
Yeah, it was like a respectful way of trying to communicate your desire for a morale raise, is how they'd word it. Yeah. So,
and it's funny too, because it's literally the same kind of idea.
It's the same thing.
That like back then, the ladies were like, "Hey, let's send pictures to these guys.
They wanted
boost their morale.
They
started a foundation.
That was their war effort.
Yeah, to help
the troops.
But now, obviously, the men kind of were more respectful and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
I wonder if there was like some bad ones. Maybe they just showed the good ones. Possibly, right?
Of course.
Could have been some guys, some real.
I'm sure that wasn't like
some real dark fellows.
I'm sure that wasn't the majority. You know what I'm saying? Like if you, maybe it's because what it takes to write a letter.
Yeah.
And like the hopes of receiving something back.
Yeah.
It's like, this is my pitch.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to write just anything. I can't just type it up and be like, boom, I know you're going to see this.
That makes me feel though like that because it's a letter, they'd rather write some crap.
No, I think it's the opposite. I think that since they get like probably in their head like one shot at like possibly reaching Donna Reed and like getting a photo from her, they're like, let's make it good, boys. Like let's really be respectful here, and like who knows, like this could work. But yeah, to see her talk about her mother, I was having a moment where I was watching her talk, and I was like it was her, and then her mother's photos were like blown up behind her.
Yeah.
And I was looking at her mother, like this like perfect actress.
Yeah.
Right? Like she was awesome in that movie. She's beautiful, drop dead gorgeous.
Amazing.
And then
Very beautiful.
do you remember you were talking about the shots where like it's a little fuzzy?
Yeah, they
It's, like,
fuzz
warm.
it up and they just zoom in on her face, and she
so
always has the like
beautiful.
aloof like
Yeah.
like that look, and you're just like,
Dude, she acts with behavior so well in that movie, Donna Reed. Oh, perfect.
yeah.
When her and Jimmy first see each other on the dance floor, that scene. So I had heard that they didn't get along and stuff, but her daughter never said anything about that.
Really?
Just said that Jimmy was nervous, right?
Yeah.
He said he was nervous to have that kissing scene because he had just been back from the war and like hadn't kissed a girl in years.
Were they the ones that were like kind of together? Or no?
That's
Who was
another.
that? What was that?
Margaret
That
Sullivan or something? No, I forget her name.
I don't know. Well, I don't know why I'm thinking
She was in another movie called they were in a movie together called The Shop. There's something on the corner of the shop across, whatever. But it's a film about like these people working amongst each other, and then they hate each other, and they turn out like they have like the secret correspondence they don't even know about, and then they'd fallen in love through the correspondence. Yeah. It's like You Got Mail, but back in the day.
Okay.
But he fell in love with her back in college. She was like touring, and like he had like a little band he was a part of, and like she played it, and like they were working together for a bit, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna become an actor or something, and like work with her again." And he like followed her life, and she died really young, really tragic. But Donna Reed, apparently he was super nervous because that kissing scene, man. I don't want any plastics, and I don't want any ground floors, and I don't want to get married to anyone ever. You understand? I want to do what I want to do, and he's like shaking her. Dude, even when they're listening on the phone, that old phone, when it's got the thing like this, and you got to put to your ear, and then the other pieces here, and they're listening like this while the homie's talking, while hee-haw's talking to them about the plastics. And they're just next to each other.
Well, he has some girl on his shoulder.
He's bawling, and he's trying to pick her up. He's like, "When are you gonna let me marry you?" Man, I was just so moved by that movie. But looking at her photo of her mother behind her, and now she's like, she's a grown woman, and she's talking about her mother and stuff. Her mother's in this beautiful thing, and she's like a human. But I was noticing like, her eyebrows are the same. Oh, she has. It was like a weird. It was cool because it was like a connection I never had to the movie. Now I'm having with her daughter. Yeah, we're seeing like the baby photos and like her talking about her dad and like how they got married and all this stuff. It was really cool, man. And then to watch it on the big screen, I don't know, bro. That was a whole new experience for me, dude. It's my favorite movie now.
Yeah, I think me too. It really is.
That's my favorite.
It's one of the only movies I really like. I'm like, I can't wait to watch this again.
I didn't know. I can't believe how much I'd missed. All the times I've seen it. Something about the big screen. Maybe how focused I was. I don't know. I feel like I caught everything. Yeah. The major thing. Sorry. Talk about it. I don't want to cut you off. No. The main thing that I noticed this watch, and we talked about it a little bit in the car. We were talking in the car afterwards. Like, that's when you know it's a good movie. Yeah. You talk about it after.
I want to say, is it everyone else but the main people? Kind of?
That's one thing.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. The father.
Yeah.
That scene, and I've seen it before, and I've been moved by it because I think the first time I watched, or the first few times, I was like moved by this scene where the family's trying to sit down for dinner for like 5 minutes. Father's still alive, and they're all trying to get to the table. The boys have to go to this dance, the high school, the dance, the prom. And his younger brother's like trying to grab food out of the kitchen and bring it because he's in charge. He's the committee of food or whatever for the school. And he's grabbing whatever pies and stuff. And the mother's like, "You guys are idiots." And like they're kissing her on the mouth. And like it's incredible. They're like, it's like a family, right?
Yeah,
it's
like a real family.
It's balanced somehow in this chaos. And there's love there. There's real love there. And his father's like this real not stoic, but like foundational, soft-spoken. He's settled in his home, right? He's at the table. He's having his dinner. He's chill. But there's a lot on his mind, you can tell. Yeah. And Jimmy and him finally sit together, right? And Jimmy's kind of telling him, like, man, I just can't wait to get out of here, dude. Like, I'm gonna see everything, dude. I got so many places I'm gonna go. Finally, this is the time where I get to like spread my wings and see what I am and get out there. And his father, with full love, is saying, like, I'm really happy for you. Like, that's what I want for you too. And the plan is his younger brother's gonna work the shop, right? The bail bonds.
Yeah.
I mean the bond shop. He's gonna work there with his father. So Jimmy could fly.
Yep.
And this conversation that they're having, the father's like slipping out a little bit, like, are you sure?
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, I don't want to work in this crummy,
Yeah, your crummy little
George
little office.
Bailey, like Bonds and Co. No.
Building and loan.
Yeah, building and loan. I'm sorry, yeah, building and loan. I don't want to work the building and loan. It's like, I want to fly. I don't want to work in this crummy office.
Yeah.
And this is the first time where I watched the father, the whole scene.
Me too.
And I was like, the father says something in this speech, and he's not even looking at him. He's just being so honest. I think because my impulse was that he doesn't want to rain on his son's parade.
Yeah.
Right? He's young, man.
Yeah.
He's 20 years old, 19 or 20. He's about to go off and
he's always looking at everywhere else.
Yes, man. And I'm sure
Father sees that.
I'm sure his father had that too at some point in his life. And he says, George, something, I'm going to butcher it, but just, when I build a man a home and I give him his own fireplace and his own table to eat off of and rooms for his family to fill and beds for them to lay their heads and stuff. He goes, it may not seem like everything, like an incredible feat, but to me, it's like a big deal. And it struck me.
Yeah.
For the first time, it like hit me in the heart because he's lived longer.
Yep.
He's been through the passionate 20s, right? Where you're like, I'm going to be on top. I'm going to be the biggest thing that there's ever been. Yeah. I'm going to change this world in the grandest way. I'm going to be the next boom. And he's lived through it, built this building and loan, had success against tremendous odds, hasn't made a ton out of himself, right? Like in the eyes of the world. But in his heart, he's happy because he gives other people home.
Yep.
That's service, right? So for him, he's fulfilled in his own little corner of the world, like in his own little spot in this little town, Bedford Falls.
Yeah.
And it was so cool to see those two wildly different point of views at the same table with love in their hearts, not conflict. And George looks at him because I think he sees it.
Yeah.
He sees a flicker of it. Like, I don't understand it because I believe you have to go out and become something great.
Yeah.
But he sees some truth in his father in that scene. He goes, you know what, Dad? Like, I think you're a great guy. He sees it.
Yeah.
It's
also like so perfect too because it's like any normal kid would just be like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna go. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
think it's just like I think it's just like a truth, It's like the truth of like being present almost.
That's right.
Right? It's like maybe after time, I think things prove, like history proves, everything proves that in my personal life, everyone's personal life, I'm sure you can kind of find some proof that it's not really about what you can go see and go find and get and all this stuff. It's about what you can build and kind of have as your home. Eventually, everyone builds a home. If you don't have one, you're lost.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
So I think that's just one of the biggest things I didn't see in the movie was like this sense of like being present. Because the whole time, George Bailey is not present.
Yeah.
He's always looking at something else. Oh, I got this. I'm going to do that. Never, always thinking about everyone else.
That's right.
But not thinking about himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think eventually at the end, he does think about himself. He's like, holy shit, look at all this stuff I have.
Yeah.
Which I think is the main kind of lesson.
Yeah.
In a way. But I never put that together at all.
It's a great point.
It's about being present.
Yes.
In a way.
And the thing you just
because it's wonderful.
And it is, and it's a wonderful life when you see it that way. what you just said, it made me think like he's always been a giver,
Yeah.
George Bailey, right?
Yeah.
He's always there. You know, someone asks something of him in the town, he does it.
Yeah.
Martini, get your kids in the car. Like, I'll drive them over with the goat,
Yeah.
and then you follow with the truck,
Yeah.
and we're going to set you up. And he takes over the building alone, right? He lets his brother go off to school and be a football star and get married and all that.
Yeah.
He has the dance with oh my God, what's her name in the movie? Mary. Oh, Mary. And my brain is shot. He has, I didn't have coffee. I'm Swiss cheese right now. He has a dance with her because her brother asked him, "Can you have a dance with my little sister?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't want to do it. I'll do you a favor, whatever. I'll have a dance." He's constantly giving, but you're just making me think about this. He's a giving person, but it's almost because he has a sense of like, this is the right thing to do. He's not gratified by the giving until the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
After so the only switch is like,
and it's he never takes anything.
never.
Ever.
Even when he's in Potter's office
Yeah.
and Uncle lost the $8,000. He left it in the newspaper. Potter took it.
Yeah.
Potter is pure evil. Potter takes the money, lets them all scramble for the day.
Yeah.
And then George comes back hat in hand and is like, Potter, like, we're screwed, man. Like, cops are coming. I'm in trouble. Like, can you bail me out? Please, man. Like, I'll do anything. Potter knows. He goes, wait, you lost the $8,000?
Mm-hmm.
And he's watching him say, yeah, I lost it. He's taking the fall for his drunk uncle.
Yeah.
He even does that.
Yeah.
Even in a moment of like, you don't have to lie right now. You could tell the truth. Like, it's okay to blame uncle. He did it.
Yeah. I wonder if that's like kind of like a lesson for that I don't know, that he's trying to, like, the gods are trying to teach, you know?
I don't know, but you see it kind of something, even in Potter's cold heart, like there's a little piece of it that goes, whoa, what the fuck?
You're too human.
This guy's built different, man. Like, I don't understand.
The antithesis of me.
You're alien. Like, you're different from me.
Yeah.
But George has this thing about him where he's a giver and he doesn't see how much he's given, and that's what it is.
It's almost him seeing that it's like things are being taken for his whole life instead of, given. Like you're giving something to someone.
Right. And when we were on the phone, so you just kind of made it click for me.
Yeah.
It's like a feeling of like, yeah, I'm doing the right thing, and like take it,
take this. I'm such a good person. Take it. And that's what I do because I'm a good person.
It's what we're supposed to do. I believe that. You can foundationally believe like that's the right thing to do and feel like shit on the inside still if you don't know why you're doing it.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. You could lose the meaning of what you're doing in the giving.
Yeah.
And the film has a perfect, and we were talking to Adam about this at the end of it. Wish I'd never been born. We remove his life, and then you see what would have been if you weren't around.
Yeah.
And the little things that you thought you were giving were actually like fulfilling other people's lives and rippling out and touching and warming other lives, and for the better. That you'll never understand unless you have a George Bailey, like Clarence Angel situation that comes down and shows you that stuff. Yeah. And at the very end,
when you're finally given something,
the very end, we get something we probably don't get until we're in heaven, God willing, which is like a look back on everyone flooding the room you've had a hand in their lives, and they're showing you, man, I love you so much. Thank God you exist. Take my money, take everything. Like, I'm giving you now.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of the time that you feel like you get taken for granted.
Yep.
And we don't get those moments on the other side where you're like, told or shown, I love you so much, dude.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's and it's human. It's not like a purposeful thing most of the time. But that movie gives you a perfect example of like, that room will be filled of music and love and warmth for you.
Yeah.
Like gratitude that you existed.
Yeah.
Like, we don't see that here, but like, maybe we can if we look for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's hope. Yeah. He's pulling the thing off the banister. He wants to chuck it, right? He's screaming at his own kids. He's like, "It's the worst day of my life. This idiot's lost our money, and like we're doomed."
Yep.
Situation did not change. He comes back to the same house. He's wrapping his kids up with every muscle in his fiber.
Yep.
And kissing the banister that keeps coming off the stair. And, you know, the people that are arresting me, he's like, oh, thank God you're here. Like, I'm good. Like, we're here together. Like, I've got my family. Like, everything's going to be okay. Everything is okay. Everything is great. Not okay. You know, I'm blessed. I've just been working around that for a year.
Yeah.
That's what that movie kind of like drops the anchor for me all the time to remind me, like, you're okay. You don't need to go find it. It is all here.
It's kind of like a beautiful thing that like a movie can do that.
Yeah.
You know?
The next day, did you feel good?
Oh, great.
I was buzzing.
Yeah.
I felt different. I was looking at people online and shit and like, just like, you know, like looking at them, they were like, what? And I was like, dude, you exist, man. How cool is this? I don't know. It changes my my point of view in a major way.
I agree, man.
It reminds me.
Yeah. It's a great reminder.
Yeah, dude. Life is meant
Everyone should watch that at the, you know, end of the year. It's a great one. I love how much we just like, I feel like it's like my 5th time watching it. I'm like, this is another conversation. I love it. It's incredible,
dude.
It's one of the greatest. It's the greatest probably movie.
It's what it lasts the test of time, for me, man. Bro.
And it's crazy to think that they were talking about how they might not have like happened, or
isn't that something?
It wasn't going to be a success, or it wasn't a success for a while.
It wasn't.
It ended up, you know.
That just shows you though, like the world can't like.
That's what I wanted to put out there too. It's like there's just like this movie that everyone, like the theater's packed.
Yeah.
Every year. Every year. Christmas, there's a couple showings that are packed.
Yep.
And the daughter speaks at.
Proud.
And everyone's like giggling, having a great time, and wants to cap their Christmas off with this movie.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason. And I think it's just a perfect example of like, you can, I don't know, any idea you think is dumb or something's not going to work. You never know.
You never know.
You never know. It could work.
Yeah.
You know? And it doesn't hurt to just fucking try.
Yeah, man.
And I don't know. It's beautiful. It changes a lot of lives.
It really does.
You know? That's the power. That's like the thing I love most about like art, a movie, something like this.
Yeah.
You know, it's powerful.
It's so powerful.
It holds a lot of power.
Man. I mean, for it to be made 70 plus years ago, and still be changing your day.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, thank you. Like, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you that you existed and you put forth work and like you put it out there. You dealt with all the negativity. You had the confidence and like the courage to like show up and do it. Yep. Those guys had to go to set. They had to build sets. They had to make Bedford Falls. Like, you know what I mean? There's people that built that with their hands and stuff. Like, it's incredible. When
is that beginning like seeing the kids in the pond thing? Is that a set?
It has to be.
It's wild.
It's a set.
It's so...
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it makes no sense to me.
But you can tell it's a set.
Yeah, I think you can. But it just makes no sense to me.
Because it's a pond.
What happened to now? Like, what the fuck happened? I'm sorry, but it's just like ridiculous. I'm like... I mean, maybe it's black and white. It looks good because it's like more black and white, but it looks amazing.
It's incredible.
Everything looks amazing.
I know.
The houses, it's just... I don't know. It's just a great. I'd say it's the best movie just because it's that old. It looks that good. The plot devices, the fucking doorknob, like every movie should have every single part of this movie.
Absolutely.
Like the devices that it uses.
Oh, this time too, bro.
It's a great movie to learn about like all aspects of filmmaking.
Dude, being a human is so hard sometimes. You know, like I just had a wave of that, like going through this world, man, and like just waking up one day,
I know,
day to day,
I know,
going through it. Mike, it is so hard sometimes.
Yeah,
and sometimes I feel like I don't know how much more I have in me.
Me too, dude. Yeah.
I don't know how much more in the tank I have, but I'm grateful, man. A thing. A piece of art exists, or just anything, any expression exists that like was made for that reason, to like just remind you that it's not as bad as it seems. Like the feelings you're feeling, the emptiness, that dark place, it's not as dark as it seems. Yeah. And if you've forgotten, I'm going to whisper it to you through this crazy thing. I'm just grateful that that exists, and yeah, that I can consume that and feel different and be changed. And yeah, bro, it's amazing that you think about, I mean, sometimes I just think about it, I'm like, this is the craziest shit ever, that someone wants to like write words down and with the intention of like moving people, and then other people want to say them, you know, be projected on a screen and like say other people's words with feeling. That's a crazy thought.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when I stop and think about it, I'm like, this is bizarre that humanity thought this is a good idea.
Yeah. It also, it reminds me, I don't know why, of when I was in college, like learning filmmaking and stuff. It's like you learn about the, like how to, like the first picture that was ever made, right? And then like how it turned into like talkies and like then like an animation and then like plays and like plays were there, but and then like they were like, no, we have to do more, and like let's push it, like you can have like 6 frames to 10 frames to 16 frames, and then like there was just like always, I think, a want, I think throughout history, like just humanity, to be able to, I don't know if project is the right word, but just like project a story to like as many people as they can, to like make you feel what I'm feeling right now, or what I'm thinking about,
even if it's a laugh,
even
if it's just a giggle, man, like the intention is to move you,
sharing.
Like if we're villagers, let's just say, we're just working on this like rice plantation all day, every day, right? You're gonna feel that. What's the purpose of this shit? Just to keep going? Like, I get it, we survive and like we move forward and fine. What if someone gets up during like dinner and starts like dancing? What's the purpose of that? It's to like jar us out of the mundaneness of life. It's to get us a reminder of like there's something deeper and more important going on, that you can enjoy life. You don't have to just get through it. You don't have to just survive it. That's what entertainment is. And this movie, that is a reminder for me. Like, I feel cynical. I'll say this. This movie reminds me not to be cynical. And the days after I watched this, I felt much different. My prayer life was better. I was so invested in other people and empathetic. And I didn't get cynical or judgmental. But then I'll see like headshots. And I'll say, wow, like I did this. Like I used to do this all the time. Like, got to take photos so that people could hire me to be in these things that I love. I'm telling you, Mike, hand to God, this movie reminds me of like the purpose and what we're talking about, service, the dancing at the dinner table thing, right? Entertainment, right? I want to move you. I want to remind you that life is better than it is, like than what you think it is right now, or you with your family in like a year or two or whatever. Like, that's my hope. That's what I hope I leave here. That's my plumbing. That's my bridge that I could build. That's my like farm that I could plant. It has nothing to do with me. I swear to you. I might sound crazy. I don't know how it's possible, because there's no, what I was taught was that's not how you do it, and that's fine. I swear to you, Mike, I can't do this shit anymore like that. Like I want to do the plumbing work, but the plumbing in story. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the guy that shows up at your house and like you don't know his name and like we have a transaction and like I really hope this reaches you or this changes your day. You know? Which is weird because it's like you're projecting on a screen or your image is like put out there. I have zero care for my image. Zero. Isn't that crazy? You knew me when I did. I don't know if you ever picked up on it, but like you had to. I thought I had to.
I never felt like you really had that much of like a, I don't know, you never came off to me as like, you're like, oh, I want to be the one on the screen. Like,
right, okay.
I don't know, I never felt that. I felt like, I guess in in reality, like you're not like that,
Right.
you know? So
Right.
I don't know. I always felt that translated.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been underneath.
It's
you
just
know what I mean?
underneath, I'm
Yeah,
sure. It's
yeah.
just because like you want to be special, significant, loved, and be good at your job, and just
Yeah.
I thought
I also didn't see a lot of the stuff before the Rose Garden, which
that's
I feel
true
like is a
too.
change.
So you caught me in that transition
Probably
period.
is
At the
where-
beginning. Yeah, man. Sorry, I'm not sorry. I'm just telling you where
What
I'm
do you
at
mean
with
you're
it.
sorry,
Yeah,
dude?
I'm not sorry at
Jeez.
all. This is the
That's
conversation.
you are here.
Yeah. Boom. Fuck yeah, man. But I think that like this kind of shit, thank you for taking me. Like I told you,
Yeah.
that meant a lot to me because this on the screen, like
Yeah.
it like solidified for me
I
at the
need
end of the
to.
year.
Yeah.
This is my purpose.
I'm
Like
there again next year, dude, if you're there.
I'm there,
Heck yeah.
100%.
Imagine you get a bigger group every year.
I would love
sounds
that,
good.
dude.
That sounds good.
We should definitely have that.
I like
Let's bring like a troop with us, or
Yeah.
whoever wants to come. Like
Yeah.
we'll go to the IFC.
We'll be there, guys.
We'll see the film. Yeah, man. We'll listen to Donna Reed daughter talk about her, and but yeah, yeah, going into next year, it like locked in for me. Cause I'll pull back when I feel that. When I feel that pull of like Hollywood and like you got to do this, this, and this to make it there and fair, because I don't resonate with it anymore. I'm like,
Do you feel though? I want to before I don't know. I feel like this would be interesting to ask about.
yeah,
Because when you just said that about how like it's not about you at all, and like that, you know, I don't know why it came up in my head.
yeah,
I feel like not recently, but like I feel like I'm similar in that way too. I agree with that. I feel like that's kind of how I feel about a lot of things. You know, I don't want to be. I just want to be. If I could be of service, I want to be of service. If there's no name to it, cool.
yeah,
Like I don't care.
Yeah.
Right. Do you ever feel like because of that, you feel a little detached from like yourself? Like for example, like I feel like sometimes I feel like that, right? Like I'm always like, okay, like here, like you know, like I want to try to help and do all this stuff, but I'm never check in.
yes,
And sometimes I feel like I'm just like like a shell sometimes.
yeah. That's
know?
that's the George Bailey beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Give, and like
Yeah. Like there's
I don't know
nothing
who
like,
I am, what I am, what I'm
and then once like I start like, you know, when I'm like with another person or something and I'm like you're getting more deeper into like, you know, trying to relate or like, I don't know, just like be normal with people.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, like I feel like it's hard,
yeah,
you know?
yes,
Like I feel detached,
dude. I feel that too.
which is so weird to me. I don't know what happened.
You said it perfectly. I think why
Yeah.
it's like you are removing yourself from like the center of the world. Like it's all about me. Now it's
Yeah.
not all about me.
Yeah.
So you can go the other way and say like nothing's about me.
Yeah.
I don't matter and like
Yes.
they matter. So thank you for
And then
asking.
once it shines on you, you're like, oh, but I don't matter. Right? That's how I feel
Yeah.
like, a lot of the time, man.
I totally understand. And I
Yeah.
do too. And
it's
I do
weird
too.
to me. It's weird.
I've been feeling that way for a long time actually.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I've been like
Yeah. Yeah.
removing myself from the situations. I think you have to nurture yourself and take care of yourself like on the daily.
Yeah.
And I'm not great at that. And I need to get better at like the journaling for me.
Yeah.
And
I think this is like because it's kind of like the scale, right?
yeah,
If like
The
we
balance.
somehow harness this like
there we go.
not
Mikey.
feeling the center of everything,
Yeah.
but also being able to confidently like be confident in that middle ground.
Yeah.
I feel like is like where everything starts happening,
Yeah.
right? Because it's kind of like what happened with like the business stuff, right? It's like people know us for this thing, we deliver, and it's like we feel good just doing it,
That's
and like
right.
it feels like we're giving, but
Yeah.
it's also it's not like we're being like, oh yeah, no, like I'm making them great, you know.
No.
Every time we do a different client, we're like, they were awesome,
Yeah.
they made that shit
Yeah.
great,
Yeah.
you know. It's not really about what we do.
Not at all.
That's service.
Yeah,
right?
dude. Yeah. But see, you feel of service there I mean, are we removing ourselves from the situation?
Kind of.
So
I mean, but not really, because we're very engaged,
We're engaged.
in that.
Yeah.
So that's like the perfect balance.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Maybe that's why things are going
Maybe
so
it's
well.
caring about things. Caring about stuff that isn't about us. Is that what it is?
Maybe, dude. Yeah, man.
Yeah, like actually, like putting effort into things that aren't about it,
Dude, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
but not giving too much.
I've always felt this struggle though. Now
Yeah.
in these later years with acting, like to go back to it, like because
Yeah.
we're talking about this business now, and it's like effortless
Yeah.
for me that find that
Me
balance.
too, yeah.
Engaging in it with another person,
Yeah.
asking them questions about their lives, and watching them come alive, and then like continuing that,
Yeah.
prodding more and like finding more and drawing it out. Love this shit.
Yeah.
Do that forever. But yeah, with acting, it's just that's why I'm trying to simplify it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like I want it to be like plumbing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so convoluted and tough, and you are literally, if I'm gonna act in something, my image will be portrayed, right? The likeness of me.
Mm-hmm.
This will be seen. All this, right? All of it. So
Yeah.
how do you remove yourself from it? You know, that's the tough part. It's like, how do I get out of here?
Mm-hmm.
How do I use my body and trust my instincts and work with my instincts and be present and all that,
Yeah.
and then not care about all the other shit that comes with it?
Sometimes I wish like in a, I don't know why, I'm just gonna go back to this because
Please.
it was in something I talked about earlier. In Final Fantasy 12.
Take us back.
There,
Brothers,
sometimes I wish there was like a bounty board.
a bounty board.
Like, you know, like
Yeah, like bounty.
in the pub, there's like a
Yeah.
bounty board with like monsters you have to go hunt.
Wanted.
I wish it was just like a paper, like a board in the town hall where like you go up and you just pick, right? To separate everything. Because
Yeah.
all like without that, it's so much just convoluted bullshit sometimes.
Yeah.
And it could be like very easy or it could be super convoluted,
Yeah.
you know? And that's the struggle,
Uh-huh.
you know?
Yeah, man.
Like I wish like there was just like, maybe this is communism.
Maybe. Maybe I'm
Like
talking-
in China, like the social credit type of thing. Like I wish I knew everyone's like
Yeah.
rating. That's what I wish.
Hey, dude, wait a second, bro. You're like,
What's going on?
Yeah, Mike.
Am I going?
Yeah, what
I'm going
the hell?
communist.
You're a commie, dude. What the hell? Got to put him on the list.
Only for jobs.
Whoa.
Only for jobs.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Only for jobs.
And that's the other thing. It's like something like this.
Like
is-
a place where everyone knows where to go, where it works. But it's not like that.
it's
You have
not
to
like
go
that.
search for like a needle in a haystack.
It's insane. It's
Yeah.
convoluted. It's a mess. This is like something to aspire to,
Yeah.
which is where I have to strike Davy's balance.
Yeah.
Because Davy's balance now is I'm all the way over here, and
Yeah.
I feel that. I'm like 3/4 of the way of like remove yourself entirely, disappear, and like if you're ever called again, you're there.
Yeah.
You know? And you could be present and use your tools and all that.
Yeah.
But the phone's not gonna ring.
Yeah.
So how do I strike the balance? It's like keep an aspiration like this alive. Or you could tell a story and then have hopes that it reaches a good amount of people, that you change more people. And like that's the fight for me.
Yeah.
Not to like fade into the darkness and like because I don't like the way things are run.
Mhm.
Because I don't want my image to be like the center of it all, or like I don't want to be playing agent games and stuff, and like go to this little thing and like try to cozy up with that filmmaker and that DP, so have them shoot a message. It's dirty to me. Like I don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel pure. It doesn't feel good to do that and engage in that. I want to be the plumber. That's what I'm trying to say, and I'm trying to make it make
I
sense.
swear, I feel like you can definitely do it, dude.
I just gotta strike that balance.
I gotta be real. This is gonna be so random.
Hit
Have you
it.
ever heard of Darman?
Sounds familiar.
It's like this
Why am I thinking
YouTuber.
Lost?
What?
I just thought of the TV show Lost when you said that. Dharma Initiative. That's why. No, that's why.
Darman. He used to make. I don't know. He might still make them, but he used to make like these short films, like 1 million of them.
Yeah.
And they're literally like goo goo gaga script, like baby script.
Yeah.
It's like there's a message. His whole thing is he wanted to make like great messages, like just about living and life, like you know what I mean, like the most simplified version of this in baby terms,
Baby talk.
and like the worst acting ever, the worst, and the kind of like sometimes like ridiculously written.
Yeah.
You know, like
a Hallmark
so
movie?
obtuse and kinda,
Yeah.
but short and like all right, you know, budget and filming and
Right.
no crazy like cinematography. Just like the most like you give someone a camera and be like, make a movie about, you know, showing that be nice to everyone. You know,
Right,
like,
right.
treat people how you want, you know, want to be treated. Like that's the subject
Okay.
of the film.
Yeah.
And he made like so many movies like this, and they blew up. And he's like a millionaire, and like he
Wow.
blew the hell up. But like I feel like if there's just a channel of like just short stories that are trying to like, because that's what films are, right? You're trying to like get a message across.
That's all.
Like I feel like you are so if you just start putting things out, I feel like if they are dealing with like the topics that you talk about in your films and stuff like that, I feel like the problem is just the consistency. Like how much is
How
out
can you
there,
do that all the
right?
time,
If you do a
man?
short every couple of years, like no one's gonna see much,
Right.
Or they see it and then like fizzles out.
Right.
I feel like if there is there's a way, there's got to be something. I feel like there's an untapped potential here.
I like this.
You know,
Yeah, man.
like Darn Man shouldn't be the like.
How often was he?
No respect to like
No,
respect to Darn
no
Man. Like,
disrespect.
he does what he does, but it's like
Darman.
it's just very low quality.
Yeah.
Kind of like filmmaking,
Right,
in a way,
right.
And like you know, people look at it and not like people might not think it's filmmaking,
Yeah.
you know, but it is. It's a short story, and you got actors, and it's this.
Yeah.
There's a beginning, middle, and end,
Right.
and a point
Right.
to it.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like if there's a good like version of that,
Yeah.
or just like you know, you continuously make things because that's your biggest like the thing you want to do most is make things, right?
Yeah.
And like things that you want to make. I feel like if you just make them, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the answer. It's like the most simple answer.
Yeah, it is.
But I don't know. I don't know if it's like the constraints of the way things are how things are supposed to be put out.
Yeah.
And things
There could
like
be
that.
a million excuses, but like
Yeah.
I think you're hitting
I don't know. I feel
something
like
that's true.
this year, you know what? Let's talk about this next year coming up.
Let's talk about it, buddy.
I want you to try something new.
Hey.
Like that.
Okay.
With like the art,
Yeah.
the acting, with
Yeah.
this kind of thing. Like I feel like I feel like you could be doing more of that.
I got you.
You know?
Thank you. Thank you
And
for
if you
the
ever need
challenge.
help, I know there's people that want to help you, and I'm here.
Thank you,
And
brother.
I got a shitty camera, but
That's all we need.
it's all you need, really.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for
You could do a lot with
spurring
nothing,
it.
you know?
Yeah, you can. You can, bro. I can make a million.
How many of the
excuses.
short things have you watched that like went places?
Come on, bro.
And they're just like little things.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're right. You're right, dude.
Let's get Dave back in there.
Let's get Dave back in the
I mean,
ring.
you're doing stuff.
Yeah, no,
I don't know why
no.
I'm saying
No, bro. I appreciate it.
I want you to do something different.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
Because Dave's a lot of like, you always like in the bounds of how things work.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Let's break the
I
bounds.
want to break the boundary.
I'm gonna step outside the box. Yeah, 2025, baby.
You never know.
I'm fucking.
Look at
I love you, man.
like a Nicholas Sardi. You know what I mean?
I love you, dude. That's
Channel
what
the
I needed a
energy.
dose of Nicholas Sardi. Yeah,
Nicholas Sardi.
yeah. I need some of that and seasoning. Nicholas Sardi seasoning in my
Yeah,
life.
dude.
Shout out to Nick. Thank you for that challenge.
You got it, man.
I'm gonna take you up on it,
Thank you.
and that's my word.
Thanks, man.
2025. Let's do this.
Let's do
What are you now that we're talking about it, what are you leaving in 2024? What are you looking forward to in 2025? Just took a nap. Mike took a nap on that question.
Leaving in 2024.
What are we leaving? Leaving behind.
I'm leaving the doubts. I'm leaving all the doubts I've had. And the fear of failing.
Did you feel fear of failure this year?
Kind of, yeah.
Really?
And and like business stuff and job stuff, and I don't know. I just felt like things I would do weren't up to par, or maybe it wouldn't be. I don't know, go places, and things wouldn't thrive and prosper.
Straight up.
But they did.
And they did.
They did, and now your boy is a little bit less in debt.
Now
But
he's in a quarter turtleneck.
Yeah, maybe like 0.1% less in debt.
There we go. That's growth.
But yeah, I want to leave that, and I want to bring in more just confidence
I love it.
this year.
What is, if you had to put the things that you value in 2025 you're going into, it was like 3 things you could pick. to like focus on. Like I want this, this, and this. This is what I'm hoping for in 2025. Like to pour yourself into. Could be anything. Health, family, freaking relationships.
Financial
money.
responsibility.
Like it.
Health.
Okay.
Relationships.
Wow. That's a core 3.
Yeah.
Solid 3, dude.
He's an adult.
Dude, you're going to be 29, right?
Don't say that.
That year? This year coming
Don't
up?
say that.
Well, you're in your 29th year right now. You're living it.
I think I said I was 27 like a month ago.
You did. And I had to
Was
correct
that-
you.
yeah.
I had to correct you. You're like, I'm 26. I'm like, he's 28. He's actually 28. Way too early to be forgetting your age. Dude.
Yeah, I know.
You're overworked.
I just don't think about it.
I get it. I think that's better.
Yeah.
Don't worry
What about you,
it.
man? Leave it off with them. I don't know what I just said.
I don't know what that was.
Leave it off with them.
Leave it off with them? I'm going to leave
I
it
don't know what that means.
Okay. 3 things I'm
The confidence is here, man. I say things that I don't even...
I like that.
Leave it on with them.
Fire away. I want to focus on and pour myself into, oh man, my creativity. I love that. Like what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'd love to nurture that and grow that and act on that. And yeah. Let that blossom this year. Yeah, I haven't nurtured that, so I want to nurture that. How about creativity, my relationships?
Don't copy me.
No, I'm not.
I'm kidding.
Health is out the door. I'm eating whatever I want. And I'm gonna keep nurturing my faith, dude. My belief.
How is your relationship right now?
On the rocks.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
Like with God, like faith? Yeah, on the rocks. Yeah.
What do you think happened?
I'm not.
I feel like a therapist right now.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why I said that.
You're so good at it too.
I don't like that.
I've realized that. You like let me talk. You let me get my thoughts out. Then you respond with a question. You never frame it about me. You always put it on yourself. And then you're like, what do you think? You know, like I see you do this, Dave. You're like, I know when I do this. Like you're very, very, very much like a therapist. You're not.
Thanks.
Yeah, bro. You can do it. Yeah, it's been on the rocks, dude, I think, because why? I don't know. Why I know it is because I could listen to like a sermon or like damn, I need coffee. Whatever.
You want to go get a coffee and then we'll come back?
No. Listen to a whatever in the morning that I listen to has a ton of prayer in it. You're supposed to start your day with. Everyone is shouting what it is. My brain won't remember. A devotional. There it is.
Yes. I feel like we think of that word every time we do this podcast.
I've forgotten 70 words through this podcast, and I definitely have an issue. Yeah, so I'm listening to those, whatever, and I'm not feeling the pull. I'm not. I don't know, whatever. I'm just not feeling a surge of energy. Like, oh, this is real. This is a conversation I'm having with my maker, and like I can hear it and feel it, and I know it's real. So I'm in one of those seasons. I don't know why. Maybe because I feel overworked. Maybe because I'm not sparking the things I like about life. Towards the end of this year, a lot's been going on, and this made me feel that. And I'm telling you, the 2 days after, I was like feeling the faith, feeling connected, believing very easily, seeing love every day. I don't have an answer for you. Of what?
And that's okay.
I've been to church. Maybe that's why. Been months.
Do you want to go to church?
Yeah,
Let's go.
I would love that.
Let's go on Sunday.
We'll be away.
We can still go.
We'll go over there.
See? Now this is your answer.
See, now I'd rather be at brisket. You know, I'd rather be getting brunch.
Who said you can't give him church and brisket? Huh?
Yeah.
Whoever said that?
We'll see. In Texas, it's probably a thing, man. Little brisket, and like the living word. I'm blasphemous. I'm sorry. I'm just joking.
I love that.
I'm just joking. What do you believe in recently that's not, you can't see, hear, feel, touch, taste? What do you believe about life recently? Do you have any beliefs? Do you believe in anything?
That I can't touch?
Yeah.
Crypto.
You believe in it?
No.
Are we going to the moon, Dogecoin?
No. I believe that people are stupid.
This is the You Are Here podcast.
We live in a world
Yes.
where...
Go ahead. Keep it real.
We live in a world
And don't get racial.
where... I've been on a streak, huh? Look. I'll bash on the white people.
Oh, God. Yeah, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
We got people in the world that thought, oh, let me invest in tuah coin. Think about that.
If you're investing
We live in a world
in a woman named tuah,
where people thought,
yeah.
you know, like
What does that even mean?
people thought,
Yeah.
oh, let me, like, you know, like stocks.
Yeah.
Right? Like, have you heard
Google.
of the S&P 500?
No,
Do you know what that is?
I don't.
It's the top 500 companies
Okay.
doing the best on the stock market.
I haven't invested yet.
Think about it. That's like, it's like the cheat code. Not a cheat code, but it's like, people say it's like just the safest thing because
They're top 5.
things are always
Top
going
500.
up. Things are basically, look at the graphs, they're all just slowly going up.
Right.
You know,
It's safer.
The best stuff. Yeah, it's safe. But like, you're not going to have much fluctuation. So
Right. No
if
big
you want to make a
boom.
little money, just
Yeah.
put it in there and leave it.
And let
then,
it do its thing.
you know, in 50 years, you'll have
$20.
20 grand.
Oh, 20 grand. Okay.
No, not nothing.
No, okay.
No, it's a sound investment.
Okay.
That's what most, like, if you get someone to help you with investing.
But it's not sexy. I don't want to be
it's
like
not sexy.
70,
No,
80.
but it's smarter and it's
20
the
more
right
grand.
thing you should do.
Hate that.
But
Don't do it, guys. Don't do
now
that.
look at tuah.
I'm more in the tuah account.
See? Now this is the
I
problem.
want to see my shit pop off. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why you've strayed from God.
And that's why. I mean, who thought that was a good investment, though? You know,
People have.
there's so many other ones out there. Why
People have,
Why
man.
tuah?
People have.
Where did that name come from?
We don't got to get into that. But I just find it just impeccable. Sensational.
Did you invest?
No.
Would you invest in a
No.
wild, like
No.
a Logan Paul?
No.
Why?
I also don't know why we live in a world where it's just legal to like steal money.
Oh, like rug pull.
Yeah.
Because you're the dummy.
Yeah,
Because you're the one saying, like,
still-
I believe in this
Yeah, but still
influencer.
doesn't make sense because like gambling has restrictions and shit, right?
Yeah, I didn't know gambling. Like, if you're in a casino and you're like doing fairly well, they could just be like, no more blackjack.
Yeah.
For you, they should cut you off.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
then
the
they're not making
regulation. Well, this is new, no? This like
Yeah,
this
but
in
I feel like it's been like
coins
over a
and stuff?
year, right?
It's only a year.
People just doing this. And I don't know why. It's just really, you know, a lot of hope came from this
We keep going back
to
to
like
it.
no hope. Because it's just ridiculous.
How quickly did you go from hope to no hope?
It goes fast. It's really fast.
From that day,
Yeah, it's
what happened?
just, I open Twitter and things go down.
X. You mean X?
No.
Dude, you mean X?
The funniest part though of all of it is there were you know, like Twitter Spaces.
Yes.
There was the tuah girl and all the like people on the team for the coin,
Uh-huh.
and a bunch of people confronting them about like the rug pull.
Yeah.
They were like, "No, like this is all like we didn't pull any rug. Like this is
deny.
all, you know, just how the things happened when it opened,
Yeah.
and we didn't do anything."
Right.
And then the guy CoffeeZilla
Yeah.
that does like all
He's
the
great.
exposés,
Yeah.
he was like spitting all these facts at them, like you did this wrong, you did this. Who got the money?
Yeah.
And they're like they can't say a name.
Yeah.
They're like, it's the Haley Welch tuah company owns it, and they're like, where's the money going? You're like, well, it goes to expenses. They have team of like 20 people
No
on
way.
Hawk Tuah coin.
Wow.
And then he has the audacity to say, do you know how much it costs to start an offshore bank account
Ooh.
in the Kong, like somewhere, I don't know,
Fair question.
on like an island?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, so all the funds went there?
Yeah, they're gone. Hey, you invested, that's your ass.
Yeah.
But don't do that.
I don't know. I feel like that should be like some regulation on that. It's crazy.
I don't know, bro. I feel like every influencer
Oh my God,
that's
and
ever done that
the
has
funny-
had rug pulls.
Yeah, you're right.
So why do it? That's crazy.
Because people thought Hawk Tuah was pure. Doesn't it just
You
sound
can't-
awful?
You can't be known for
Everything
Hawk
sounds
Tuah
awful.
and then run with the name Hawk Tuah and make a podcast Hawk Tuah and then be like,
I don't know. She could have literally been
Gone
like
pure.
chilling, dude. She could have been chilling.
what do you think happens though?
And then just greed. Just greed.
No, I mean, what happens to her?
So on that same Twitter space thing, randomly when they were all like arguing, she's not saying anything. She randomly chimes in and goes like, hello? Like, oh, I'm gonna go to bed. And she just leaves. She just leaves. And then went
Wow.
ghosted for 3 months, 3 weeks.
What, did she come out?
She just came back.
What'd she say? What's the update?
It's so
Does
bad.
anyone know what
It's
Hawk
just
Tuah
a
said?
PR tweet. And it's just like,
Oh, it's like red.
we're investigating what went wrong and like what happened. And if you've been affected by the coin, then contact this law firm.
Dude. Hawk
It's
Tuah.
awesome. It's awesome.
Did
Now,
you
I'm just saying. Never mind.
Careful,
I'm not
dude.
gonna say it.
Careful,
I
dude.
can't talk about that.
Bro,
But we're done.
we're done?
Yeah. If you have something else,
I have one more thing.
leave us off with something, Dave. I don't know why I brought up Hawk Tuah.
So Travis Hunter
Oh, what happened with that?
just won the Heisman, right? We're
Yeah.
talking about what's hot in the news.
and I saw
also-
also that Spider-Verse guy. You see that?
What's that?
The actor Shamik Moore.
Oh yeah, what's up with him?
So, I don't know. That's not so. I don't know. He's the kid that I guess voices Miles Morales.
He does?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
And he got outed as being weird because he
That's the news.
he posted a picture with some girl from the movie, and she was just getting married, and it's a picture of them both. And I'm like, and he randomly posted it when they were getting
that's
married.
Not
which
a
is
good idea.
Strange.
Yeah.
And then he was like, he deleted all his social media. I was like, and he made a video. He's like, it's a misunderstanding. Like, he was very like,
I don't know about that,
yeah. I
bro.
was like, ooh.
Like he's sad she got married.
and then he came back
Yeah.
with a song
Oh, no.
called "Clean Slate,"
That he made?
Yeah.
Ooh.
and I'm not listening to it. I refuse.
Man, see, my judgmental mind takes over, dude. Because that's what I want to say. Like, is this because he's in Hollywood? He's an actor, right? Young dude,
Yeah.
not popping right now. Maybe he was like, I need to get my star meter up.
Could have been a PR stunt.
Maybe he's doing something to kind of like put his name.
He's
out
Miles Morales.
there.
Like,
Yeah, but I mean,
I think the greed, dude. That's what it is. It's killing everyone. Even killed Hawk Tuah.
everyone's like Potter, man. When you turn into Potter,
Yeah.
you're cold, bro. Ain't
Bunch of
nothing
Potters out
but
here.
a chair to sit
See,
in.
if everyone watched this movie every year, I feel like the world would
World's
be
a better place, man. Go watch it. Go watch it.
Yeah.
But Travis Hunter won the Heisman.
Yeah.
Everyone's pumped. His girlfriend doesn't stand during his like when they say his name.
Mm-hmm.
His girlfriend's sitting there. So people are like, "What the hell?"
Sitting
Like
doing what?
sitting at the ceremony, like everyone else stands is like clapping. His mom,
And she's
his-
just like sitting
coaches.
there, dead face.
everyone in the crowd, and she just kind of was sitting. And then the internet turned on her and was like researching.
Can't
her
wait till
and
the
stuff.
internet turns on me.
Yeah,
Can't
same.
wait.
She so anyway, he's backing his girlfriend up. He's like, "Hey, like, I love my girlfriend. Like,
Yeah.
she didn't have to stand."
Oh, I saw this.
Right.
Yes.
So then he says during this speech or whatever that like, or he's at a signing. He's at like another event.
Yeah.
It's like taking pictures of people. She's sitting on the couch like, how much longer is it going to take? Like she's bored out of her mind. She wants to get out of there.
Yeah.
So he has to jump online and be like, hey guys, it's like bothering me now. Like my days are getting shitty because you're attacking my girlfriend. Been together for years. I trust her with everything. Like, and he says something offhanded like, I would drive her to parties and like I wouldn't even go in. I'd like let her go in the party. Now there's like videos coming out of her at the parties, like grinding on other guys. And, like,
No.
yeah, dude. So he just deactivated his Instagram and all his shit.
Oh my
This guy's on top of the world. Guy just won the Heisman. He's about to get drafted to the NFL first overall. He's the best player I've ever seen play football.
Really?
He's unbelievable. He plays offense and defense. He plays two positions.
What?
Well, like Heisman well.
Holy shit.
And now, what is he going to do? You think he's going to stay with his girl? What if he loves her? But the internet is calling her a thought. What do you do?
Is she like a social media personality?
I don't think so. I don't know, though. I didn't do any kind of...
That's my thing. I think like if your girl is not has nothing to do with social media,
Just leave her out of it.
exclude everyone.
Yeah,
Family,
yeah.
relationships.
Yeah, that shouldn't be.
I think that you know what Twitch streamers have the right idea. They always keep them just like
To the
nothing.
side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like everyone's on your ass like, oh, they're with someone. What's going?
Like, I'm at Thanksgiving
Kid
dinner.
Kai Cenat just exposed he had a girlfriend,
I see, and now...
and now all these videos are coming out that when he was, I mean, he's fine, but like it was like all the videos of him on stream and like he'd have like Nicki Minaj and like some other girl like Sexy Red and like all these girls like twerking and like he's just sitting there like
Nicki's just like...
he's like, bro, chat, like what? What's going on?
Can I just say, dude, I don't understand that stuff. Like the Kai Cenat stuff.
Me either.
Even Kai, I'm like, I know he's apparently like super entertaining.
Yeah,
He just screams into the
I
mic.
know. Yeah.
And I can't even watch
Now you're canceled.
10 seconds. Am I?
Yeah,
Because he's screaming?
yeah,
How am I canceled for that?
it's over. You don't know how much of a diehard these kids are.
Well, if you like him, you like him.
I
I'm
agree,
not judging.
though.
It's just not my thing.
The only thing I really, I mean, yeah, I don't know. He did like this whole
And
like
people watching him sleep. I'm like, I don't. What
that
is
was
he
the
doing?
mafia-thon, dude. You don't get it,
Don't get it,
dude.
Davey's old.
He was alive for 30 days.
I'm too old for that. What am I gonna watch you sleep for? You know, what am I gonna watch you sleep for?
I think streaming is destroying
It's
generations.
It's gotta have an
I think it's
impact.
going to destroy. I think about it. I'm like, there's some of these people just watch this shit all day,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And don't interact with anyone. And then
True.
get all of their ideas, like how the world works, from an like fake online like personalities, like Kai Cenat's life. And,
Yeah,
like, it's not how real life is.
yeah.
You know,
No, you're
And
right.
It's downgrading people, man. It's
Live,
not good.
live your life.
People are gonna learn the hard way. you know?
Find that balance, man. Like you said earlier.
Yeah.
Let's all try to strike a balance here in 2025. Let's not remove ourselves entirely so that we're nothing, and let's get engaged and stay passionate and stay excited about prospects for the future. But let's get present.
Yeah.
Let's find that center moment, that like the moment. Let's be where we are this year coming up. Let's thrive off of where we are. Let's be grateful for what we've got, and also have aspirations for things that are healthy
Yeah.
in the new year, right? Yeah.
Speaking of presents, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays,
Merry Christmas.
guys. We
Happy
love you.
holidays.
My name is Mike, and I'm signing out.
My name's Dave. I love you. Mike, I love you.
I love you too, man.
I love you, buddy. Thank you for another year of the You're Here podcast.
Of course.
Another one's coming at you guys. Stay tuned. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your moms we're mom friendly. Peace.